Well, good morning. Today is Monday, July 31st. It's time for our weekly meeting highlights. It's the last in the series for this month, but this topic this week is stressed. Take 5 and try this. Stress is not good no matter what, whether you're sick or just stressed with your daily life. My father, I think, passed away quicker because he had too much stress in his life. We have to take some time for ourselves, kind of relieve ourselves of stress, and kind of gotta go whatever you need to do to calm yourself down. But we always start off with how I did. I was hoping for a pound. Last week I gained 3.4 pounds, if you remember, but that was over a 2-week period. But nonetheless, it was still a gain of 3.4 pounds. And so this week Jim has decided to join me, and we are really sticking to it this week. We really put our head to the grindstone, or whatever, is that the word? Or shoulder to the grindstone. That was it. We put our shoulder to the grindstone because we are determined to lose. I'm hoping to lose 5 pounds by my birthday, which is September 7th. Jim's hoping to lose 20 pounds before he goes back to the doctors in January. But I really stuck to it this week. The dogs are talking to each other. I apologize. There's lots of dogs in my neighborhood. Anyway, I lost 3.4 pounds. I lost what I gained. So I'm very happy with that. I'm like ecstatic because I was only hoping for 1 pound. When I get to the 50-pound loss, I will share that with you, but I'm very close. But I'm not just there yet. So, and here's a little clip of how Jim did. Okay, week 1 of Jim's diet. How did you do, Jim?
I lost 5.1.
He's doing really well. How much you think you're going to stay on another week?
Yeah, try.
You're going to do good. I know you will. Jim lost 5.1 pounds. I was like, oh my gosh, Jim, that's so good. He says, you lost 5.1 pounds. He said, no, I lost 5 pounds. I said, no, you lost 5.1. He says, I'm not worried about the 0.1. I go, there will come a day you'll worry about the 0.1. So Jim lost 5.1. I lost 3.4. So we're doing, we lost a newborn baby. At least one of my newborn babies. My babies weighed like at least 9 pounds when they were born. My smallest was 9.2, which was Danny. So we have a little baby in our arms. So we're really happy with ourselves. We really are. We've got the week planned out that we're hoping to have we're planning on having another loss next week. I think that Jim will have another good loss because he's a man, so you lose a little bit quicker. And just the fact that he's really dedicating himself to it. He's really cutting out a lot of the things that were really causing him to gain weight. We went to a graduation party yesterday, and we both ate very mindfully. We really did. We had a small little piece of cake. Oh my gosh, the piece of cake was about that big, like that. It was like, pop it in your mouth. It was that kind of it was enough. It was enough. I would have liked more. I'll be honest, I would have liked more, but I mean, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, today, topic, stressed. Take 5 and try this. Heart racing, palm sweating, the overwhelming feel of, When you notice yourself slipping into stress mode, pause and bring yourself back into the present. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you don't know, I mean, you should know, but I suffer from panic attacks. I have anxiety a lot of times. And the way I gauge my anxiety levels is I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. And then I figure, how bad is this panic attack? And if it's a 10, which I do have quite a few times in a year, I have a 10 stress. It comes out of nowhere. I have no idea why. I could just be walking and I'll get it. I don't know why. But anyway, I'll just sit and I'll calm myself down for 10 minutes and just relax, think nice thoughts, maybe say a little prayer, take my mind off of whatever was causing me to have that moment of anxiety. And if at the end of 10 minutes I'm still a little bit of anxiety, I'll rate it again. And so I think that's the same concept with stress. So I think that if we really take a second and think about what level of stress we're at and give it a number, and then give ourselves that many minutes just to kind of calm down, calm down, and then we'll feel better. Because we all know that when you're stressed, usually, I know that some people don't believe that there's such a thing as stress eating. I believe there's such a thing as stress eating. And they say stress causes eating. Yeah, to me, that's stress eating. I don't understand the correlation. That's not, like not coming together for that person, but whatever. But a lot of times we just think, just give me a cookie, For a hot minute, that cookie might make you feel, because you're calming down to eat the cookie. It's not the cookie that's calming you down. It's just the fact that you're calming down to eat the cookie. But we kind of relate that the cookie made us calm down, but it really didn't. It was just that you've taken the time to eat the cookie. So, but number 5, the 5 things that they tell you to do is number 5, take a few deep breaths, look around, and name 5 things you can see. I know this is like an old thing, but I think it's like the Native Americans used to say that, like if you get a stitch in your side, take a minute, bend down and look for a flat rock. Well, it's not that you really, when you find the flat rock, that's what caused you to not have the shortness of breath or whatever you had, or the pain in your side. It's just the fact that you took a minute to calm down and to relax and to do a little bit of bending and things to look for the rock. But I do think that it is easy enough to do. How hard can it be? And then 5 things, because you're counting and you're taking a minute to get your brain thinking on something different than whatever it was that caused you stress at that particular moment. Number 4 is to keep breathing deeply, pinpoint 4 things you can physically feel. So I just rub my nose. I can feel my nose. Like I can feel the fabric here on my footstool. Feel my shirt. Just things like that. Once again, it's taking your mind off of whatever it was that's causing you stress. Number 3 is close your eyes and listen. What 3 things can you hear? Well, we all know we would have heard the dogs just a minute ago, but I wouldn't have had to close my eyes to hear that. But I can hear the traffic from the expressway, which is not that far from my house. I can hear the birds chirping, telling me we need some food in our feeder. And I can hear the wind, the breeze. I can hear the breeze. I know you can't see it or hear it, but you know what I mean. You can hear the leaves rustling with the breeze. Number 2, inhale and exhale again. Notice 2 things you smell. Well, I can smell my flowers. And unfortunately, I can smell myself because I just got back from a walk. You smell that? What that smell? My niece Holly used to say that all the time. Or my nephew Steve, rather. You smell that? What that smell? But just a clean, fresh air. I mean, it's a nice, clear, it looks kind of cool. It does look a little cloudy, but it's really pretty nice out here. It really is. We don't have any air quality alerts today. And number 1 is focus on one thing you can taste. If it's nothing, sip a drink or apply some lip balm or something. This one I don't like because one thing you can taste a cookie. You could taste a donut. You could taste some pop. I understand that they want you to taste something healthy. I understand that, but I understand the concept. And the last thing is, we know those were the 5 things you had to do, but finish with one really last deep breath and then continue with your day. So when you've done all that, just go. How many times, if you're not feeling well, at least for me, if I'm not feeling well, I just take some deep breaths. If I feel like a little bit of nausea coming on or something like that, I just kind of take a minute. And I think that it works with more things than just stress. Just taking a minute works with more things than just stress. So let's dive a little deeper. Worrying about an upcoming work project, stewing over a fight with your partner, juggling a packed calendar. Stress is a normal part of life. But these and other stressful moments can mess with your weight loss efforts. Studies show that when stressed, people are more likely to overeat and eat foods higher in sugar and fat and are less likely to be active. If that's not enough, high levels of stress hormones can also make the body store fat deeper in the abdomen. Excuse me. I have heard this and I do believe this. I really do. I think that, at least for me, when I'm stressed, I want to eat sugar. I just want to eat sugar or something salty. And then once I eat something salty, I need to eat something sugary. Or if I eat something sugary, I got to eat something salty. So it's like a two-way street. No matter which one I start off with, I'm going to balance it off with the other. And so I think that if I could learn to identify the stress that's causing me the problem at that particular moment and do those 5 steps, that it will make a difference as far as my weight loss. Before you start picturing what it would be like to go live at a yoga retreat, never gonna happen. Know that the solution isn't to eliminate all your stresses, which, let's be real, it's impossible. You're going to have stresses in life. There's things that are going to happen that you have no control over, and it's going to stress you out, and that's just natural. It's just learning how to deal with the stress that we need to do. But instead, focus on what you can control, how you can react. Mindfulness techniques that anchor you to the present moment can quiet your brain and body's response, helping to protect you even if the outside world is a bit chaotic. This shift helps temper the effects of stress and clears your head so you can keep making choices that support your goals. We all know common sense. It's just common sense. But sometimes common sense goes out the window and we completely forget all about it. So we have to learn to adjust our thinking and figure out ways that we can handle stress a little bit better. We all are going to have that overdue bill or something that we forgot to pay or some unexpected repair in your home that you weren't planning on, or like a death in the family that was sudden or something like that. Things like this happen in our life and they do cause us stress, but we have to learn the proper ways to handle the stress, that we don't turn to food because we think food is our friend, and we need food to survive. We really do need food to survive, but we don't need to substitute it for our life. We just need to use it to sustain our life, to give us the proper minerals and vitamins and all of that stuff that we need. And, to give us some joy. I'm not saying not to have any food for joy. I'm not saying that. But don't think that food is the end all to all your problems, because it's not. It's just not. So 3 fast facts. Number 1, worrying about the past or what might happen in the future often causes stress. Number 2, when feeling stressed, you're more likely to overeat. And number 3, pausing to anchor your thoughts in the present moment can help you reduce your body's response to stress. We have to identify the problem. That's the very first thing in any kind of a stressful situation. Identify the problem. Think of a logical solution that doesn't involve eating food to do it. Because there are logical explanations, there's logical conclusions that you can reach, and different things that will help solve the problem rather than eating. Because once you use the food to handle the stress, then you're stressed about the fact that you kind of went off your plan and you had the food, and then it starts a vicious little circle. So I'm hoping to have a stress-free week this week. I think I have a pretty good week planned ahead. Nothing really stressful coming my way that I'm expecting. So, but sometimes it's unexpected. And so I think that with these things, I'll learn how to do to cope a little bit better. So, like I said, I lost 3.4. Jim lost 5.1. We're well on our way to being successful. How did you guys do on your weight loss this week? I'm sure you did well too, because it's getting this end of summer is, I tend to lose weight better in the winter than the summer. I don't know why. I mean, I'm more active in the summer, but there's more foods and barbecues and excuses to eat during the summer. But I think I'm going to finish. I hope. How did I for August? I should have checked to see how I did for July. I think I started the month exactly what I ended the month with, which to me is a success considering the middle part of the month. So I know I had a difficult June. I gained a little bit of weight in June, but I think I balanced the month out the same. I think I started the month as I ended the month, but in August I want to start the month and then end the month with a bigger loss that I had in the last couple months. So, but in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I hope to see you here again next week. But if not, maybe I hope to see you on my daily vlog. But if not, I'll see you here again next week. How's that sound? So I'll talk to you guys soon. Well, just real quick, I just checked and I lost 0.6 for the month of June. So it wasn't or July rather. So it wasn't a total loss. I did have a loss of 0.6 for the month of July. So put that on the win-win scale. So I'll talk to you soon.